I'm finally ready. Okay. I want to do it a little differently this year because we've been doing so many live streams where I kind of don't want to stop them, right? Like I haven't done a video with just me in the longest. Like I've had the chat involved in some shape, form, or fashion. And as you guys know, I created this channel initially so plenty of Spurs fans can come together and be able to talk amongst each other and all of us to just be one big happy family here, right? Because I remember growing up, there wasn't a lot of Spurs outlets. Like there was blog posts, there was maybe one YouTube channel that people would check out, but it really wasn't that much out there, right? So like that's what I wanted when it came to this channel. So let's just kind of keep it going, right? Doesn't mean that it'll always be this way, right? Like I will eventually do some videos, where it's just me, right? But for now, I'm kind of enjoying this, okay? And I want to go over the draft. And there's one player in particular, and we can do this every live stream. We can go over one or two players, but I want to focus in on this one because I think I have an immense bias right now. And I'm trying to see it any other way, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. Cooper Flag? No, not Cooper Flag, Cam. Not Cooper Flag. We're talking about our boy. Wait, do I need like an image of him? We'll just do this. We'll keep it simple. We're talking about Carter Bryant. Okay? We're talking about, nasty. He is filthy. We're talking about Carter Bryant. So I'll just give you my thoughts on him. And I want to know what you guys think as well. So as we go on with this conversation, I'll just tell you my initial thoughts. I'll get all of the chat's thoughts and give you my 2 cents on that. So this is Carter Bryant, freshman out of Arizona. He is currently projected at, where was it? 16 last time I checked. Let's do Tankathon mock draft. Yeah, that's how that goes, right? Mock draft NBA. And let's see where they got him right now. Currently, he is projected. Wait, did I miss him? Whoa. Tankathon got him projected 25, which is kind of crazy. I guess that speaks to how good this draft is, because 25 seems pretty low. Last time I checked, it was 16, but maybe that was on another mock draft. So a lot of drafts are expecting that the Spurs will be able to get him if they want him, right? If they were to keep their 14th, more than likely the 14th pick, they can get him, right? So that's what I'm hoping. So we'll talk about guys closer to the 8th, another time. But right now, I'm just stuck on him, brah. Okay, I'm stuck on him. I can't, brah. I can't. Okay. So Carter Bryant is a small forward, and as you know, that's the main thing that I think the San Antonio Spurs need. That's the biggest position change that we need, is that small forward, because we know that our boy, as much as we love him, Harrison Barnes is more so a placeholder right now. So as it stands, we need somebody to fit that spot. And I think that everything that we've been searching for, everything that we need, he has it in him, right? He has that potential, and he's already shown at the very least surface, bottom level, right? Floor, ceiling. This is what he's going to be. And yeah, so I just want to talk about him a little bit. So as far as Carter Bryant is concerned, if you're wondering, wait a minute, it was something I was gonna. Okay. Never mind. That's on another slide. So one thing about him, if you want to know about his height and everything, he's 6'8". He actually it doesn't have it listed here. He's a 7-foot wingspan, 220 pounds. So he's a pretty hefty fellow, if I do say so myself. So as far as the things that he does well, what is he good at? What is he great at? He's a phenomenal defender. And that's the one thing that I think fits for the San Antonio Spurs. And that's the one thing that we will need, right? I think that we constantly need to really emphasize what we already do great to make it even better. So the two things that he's good at, I'm just going to keep it simple. Two things that he's good at is defense and 3-point shooting. That is it. Spurs need a backup center. Yes, we need a backup center, but I think that comes second to starting small forward, right? I think a starting small forward comes first, in my opinion. I think backup center should come second. as far as priority list here. So he is a small forward. He is very talented defensively. He has a lot of versatility, great lateral quickness, point of attack defender, and shooting wise, he's shooting 37% from three, right? So he can shoot the basketball. So the reason why, at least in my opinion, why he's going to go pretty low, or at least they got him projected going pretty low, it's just his averages don't look that impressive, on the stat sheet. And obviously, with 19 minutes per game, but 6.5 points per game, he doesn't get a crazy amount of usage as well. So that could be something that's kind of making him go a little bit further down. But there's a lot of potential there. He's a good finisher, really good 3-point shooter. Showed a little bit of creating his own shot, but not really. As far as passing ability, he's okay. Like, he's pretty average when it pertains to that. But basketball IQ on the defensive end, very high, and he has a good shot to him. He kind of reminds me, he's like a mixture of if you took Sohan's defense, right? Because I don't think that his offensive IQ as far as passing wise is as good as Sohan's was in college. But I will say defensively, he's like Sohan. And then I would say offensively, as far as his 3-point shooting, outside shooting, kind of reminds me of Devin Vassell a little bit. So it's kind of a mixture of those two at the small forward position. I just think that he fits so well with what we would need, right? He would benefit in a system that has a little bit more space on the floor, which, obviously he's going to be helping create that space. But I just really dig him, y'all. Like, I really like Carter Bryant a lot. He's a pretty good athletic defensive wing, or small forward, that is. That can, really mess you up a little bit, right? So, Essie, you said, here, we'll take a look at this. So here's a scouting report. And also I also wanted to take a look at this as well, because they have him mic'd up during his senior year, so you can kind of get a taste of his personality. Guys, he fits. His personality, as far as how our team is with you, I could just see him coming in and getting along with everybody so quickly. But this is what they have to say. Let's see. Bryant is one of the more naturally talented and intriguing long-term forward prospects in the country because he's not only physically gifted, but he has developing skill, passing ability, which, like I said, I think his passing ability is like average. Like, I don't think it's that great, to be honest. But if other people want to correct me on that, and obviously this is saying that they believe director of scouting here believes, yes, I think that he does. Sure. Cool. Whatever. And feel for the game. He's naturally long with a 7-foot wingspan. Oh, there you go. And now strong frame. He runs well and is good vertical athlete who can rise up explosively in open space. That's one thing I didn't mention as well. Like, I didn't mention it. He's a good finisher. I didn't mention that. Bryant has soft, natural touch and clear shooting potential. He's an excellent free throw shooter, 34-38. He's capable from three when his feet are set. So this was 33%. So this is like I said, this is during, high school. But less consistent with his weight falls back on his heels. Bryant isn't yet a polished creator. Like I said, doesn't have a lot of creation, but just a little bit, or high volume scorer, but has untapped offensive potential because he can handle the ball, get downhill at times, see the floor and pass. While he's built up his body, he still has to become a more consistent traffic finisher and can be reluctant to explode through other bodies. Defensively, he doesn't necessarily have great hips, and so is more for than three at this point, but a solid rebounder and deceptively good shot blocker. So once again, like I said, this is high school that they're kind of talking about here. I think that they're talking about high school, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Pretty sure. Because some of the things he mentioned, I think that he has improved on quite a bit. And yeah, some of these, they're talking about high school. The gift was a block. What are we talking about? Yeah. It was a block. It was him blocking. What do you mean? Yeah, it was him blocking. He blocked that shot. Yeah, Carter blocked that shot. All right, so I want to take a look at this. So this is him mic'd up, senior year of high school. Let's take a look. Can I make this bigger? I can. All right. This is our boy Carter Bryant here.
This came by quick. Senior night came by quick. It might be all bad. My juice is going. I'm lying. I'm going to get a steal all of a sudden. Turn into Superman. No, don't throw it here. No. Hey, your shoes on tie.
He is going to be so annoying. I just want to say that he's going to be so annoying. And I can just envision, okay, because we know that to win a championship or whatnot, you don't have to have the top defensive team in the NBA, right? Like, offense is slightly more important than defense, but defense is still important to a substantial degree, right? But let me say this: he is going to be so annoying if he's on that court. I can envision it, guys. There wouldn't be one person in our lineup that's not elite or at least good defensively. Like, if you had a starting lineup of just something to think about, right? Of Devin Vassell, well, let's start with Castle. You have Castle, Devin Vassell, Carter Bryant, Jeremy Sohan, and Wemby. Who's scoring on that team? Like, genuinely, like, who's gonna score on that team? Who? There's nothing to take advantage of. And he's also, one thing too, I didn't mention this, I said point of attack defender. He's also a phenomenal help defender as well. But he is relentless. He is nasty, y'all. Fox? Oh yeah, what's wrong with me? Yeah, Fox. Yeah, I forgot about that dude. We did get Fox. But still, even with Fox, like, this is ridiculous. Like, what do you do? Right? Like, what do you do?
No. Don't throw it. Do not. I told you don't throw it. I told you. Just listen. Listen, it'll make your life easy. I told him.
Bro, honestly, it's kind of funny because as great of a defender as all of our guys are, Wemby, Sohan, I mean, Devin Vassell to an extent, Steph Castle, they don't really talk trash like that. Like, the way that Sohan gets under your skin is very small things, right? Like, he'll pinch at you, you know, he might say one word to you real slick, like, and as the game goes on, then you just get really irritated. This is more so in your face. This is more so in your face.
Throw it. Do not. I told you don't throw it. I told you. Just listen. Listen, it'll make your life easy. I told him not to throw it. Should have listened. Are you hard-headed? My mama told me don't be hard-headed. Don't do that to yourselves. Don't do that to yourselves. Y'all gotta hit that one. Don't be lame. You're being lame. With a capital L. This came by quick. See?
Good God. Good God, he's annoying. Good God. Sohan won't have to worry about guarding small forward anymore and focus on power forward. This dude's versatility, I think I mentioned it. His versatility is absolutely insane. It genuinely is insane. It's him in high school as well.
Man. I haven't been home in like 2 weeks. After this, we have Peach Jam, and then I got Jason Tatum camp. I'm not gonna be home for like 30 days. I'm tired. I wanna see my mom. Hey, just know when I get to 6'10", nobody in the country can guard me. Low-key, nobody in the country can guard me right now. But, you know, I'm taking it easy. I wanna be a team player here, you know? It was a good game. I ain't gonna touch the ball right now, bet money. I make good bets. Front him, Gator.
Dang.
Yeah, he can hear me. Look. What I tell you? I'm the best.
Yeah, that's the second time he's mentioned his mom, man.
6'8" passer in the country. Yo. Bucket. Woo! That was low-key a bucket. Wasn't your nose bleeding yesterday? When I go back in, I'm gonna tell Kyan to sit down. He talking crazy to me right now.
He's funny. I could definitely see him fitting with our team. He fits the team chemistry quite a bit. Not sure if he's lottery good. I really like Carter Bryant. I just want to say that. I really like him. I think that he has a lot of potential offensively. But when we talk about like building upon what we already have, I could just see a complete nasty defensive lineup. Don't focus on the 6 points per game. His usage rate was lower. Who cares? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. Look at our boy, for instance. I wonder if they can show like all stats here. Hold on. I want to show you. Actually, let me go to stats. Okay, they do. It doesn't matter. Don't think too much. You could take someone like Steph Castle, right? This year in the NBA, he averaged 15 points per game, right? 26 minutes. You go to him in college, 11 points per game. $11 points. And then if you look at his stats, because it's pretty rough this year. But yeah, you look at his stats, like everyone knows how great he is, but there was plenty of people that were hesitant, during the draft that were telling me like, don't get him. Do not get Steph Castle. Like he's going to be so bad. Look at his shooting. Like we don't need someone else that can't shoot. And now every single Spurs fan around the world loves him, right? So don't focus in too much on just the points per game, right? There's a lot of nuances to this. His usage rate wasn't that high. But as far as like who he is as a player, he's pretty nasty. He's very strong, great versatility, quick on his feet, great with his hands, high motor. These are things that you want. And he can shoot the 3-ball. Yeah. Anything else? I never listened to that. I always knew. Yeah. He just needs to be a 3-and-D player. That's all we need. Yeah, you can't worry too much on like, is he going to be a superstar? Like, we have Wembanyama, right? We have Wembanyama. We have De'Aaron Fox. I really do believe in Castle as far as becoming a star. Maybe not a superstar, but a star in the league. Obviously Sohan, he fits his role and he plays extraordinarily well to what we need. And this will just be a starting small forward that has potential. But even if he is at that floor of what we think he could be, he's a 3-and-D player, a really good 3-and-D player. So yeah, teams are going to be suffocated with having a player like this. So I have a little bit of a bias right now. Obviously, as time goes on, we'll go through all of the different situations, players that the Spurs could be looking at and who they can go after. But as it stands right now with me, I really like Carter Bryant. So yeah, I'm kind of hooked on him for our 14th pick. Also, here just someone asked earlier, and I didn't have it up. We can see what some draft people say about comparisons here. Okay, that's not a bad one. So NBA Draft Net here has a comparison to Kelly Oubre and Kevin Knox. Not mad at that whatsoever. So it says here, skilled and athletic wing with ideal physical tools for the modern NBA wing, measured at 6'8", with a smooth shooting stroke and explosive leaping ability. One of the top above the rim athletes in the class, showing the ability to finish alley-oops and transition with ease. Possesses good length and lateral agility. Let's see. Giving him upside to multiple positional defender. Shot the ball well as a freshman, hitting 37% from 3, 46% from the field with limited minutes. Keep that in mind. Limited minutes, right? He didn't have a crazy amount of usage. Has the fluid mechanics and size to develop into a reliable floor spacing wing. Shows flashes of being capable of off-ball cutting and catch-and-shoot weapon. Projects as a 3-and-D type at the next level with significant upside. Handles the ball decently for his size and can initiate offense in spurts. Look, spurts look like Spurs. Solid instincts in passing lanes, and the potential to become a impactful team defender. Very great help defender, like I mentioned earlier. Plays with a high ceiling, enticing teams looking for athletic two-way wings. NBA frame and strength is not an issue. Should be able to get stronger. The potential, he's very strong, by the way. The potential is clearly there for him to become a high-level pro. And like I said, he is a point of attack defender. So you can have him also on guards. You can have him on forwards. Like, he's versatile. That's why I said he very much so reminds me of Sohan, defensively, that is. And then shooting wise with his stroke, he reminds me of kind of the early signs of what we saw from Devin. So it's a lot there, y'all. It's genuinely a lot there. Let's see. We'll look at their outlook. Carter Bryant is a high upside prospect with the physical tools and shooting potential that NBA teams covet in modern wings. He projects as a classic swing for the fences first round pick, likely to be taken in the 20s if he declares. Yeah. So more than likely, the Spurs have an opportunity to grab him if they want. He reminds me of Harrison Barnes, his size. But we'll get into more small forwards. Right now, this is the one I'm kind of hooked on, though. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of great shooters in last year's draft. That's true. Khan. Yeah, that'll probably be the next one, honestly. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Doesn't look like the chat has much else to add. I'm just kind of scrolling through. Jeremy Sohan needs to work on that corner three. I don't know what his percentages were in the corner. But overall, his three-point percentage was the same as last year, so like 30%. But he shot less. I don't think we want to spend too much resource at the backup center, especially our biggest is a center. Look at who backed up Jokic all these years. I'm not the biggest fan of going all out on a backup center in the draft. Like that's just not. I think the small forward position is the most important thing. And maybe it's a little bit of PTSD, right? Like I'm thinking back on all those years we spent when we had a team almost there for a championship, but we just kept looking for that small forward to fit in there and help us get that next ring. And man, it was frustrating, right? It was very frustrating trying to find that. We went to Richard Jefferson, and then we were just hoping that Kawhi would be that, which he ended up being. But man, I don't want to go through that anymore. If we can just go ahead and fill that small forward position and keep it moving, then we're in a good position. We're in a good spot. All right. Anyways, we will continue with this. So like I said, there will be more players that we take a look at. But right now, this is who I'm kind of excited about, right? Kind of excited about him. So anyways, ending segment.